Isang magandang umaga sa lahat ng ating mga kamarino, pamilya ng Marino, lahat ng ating mga televiewers, whether sa PTV4 man or sa YouTube or sa ating Facebook, lahat na nakatutok sa atin, good morning, good morning, good morning. At of course, ang aking matipunong partner na bumabata-bata each day, walang iba kundi si Vice Admiral Eduardo Santos. Good morning!
Good morning, Mare. Mukhang good mood tayo ngayon.
Talagang good mood tayo, ha?
Hindi, pinapantayan yan lang din yung ganda mo.
Ayun. Mutual admiration ang tawag dyan, ha? So kahit mainit ang panahon, patawanin natin ang ating mga partners.
Yeah.
Oo, dahil yan ang nagbibigay ng good vibes.
Correct.
Kaya, dyan lamang po kayo, ha? Relax lang. Dahil bawal umalis, ha? Ito po ang The First
And the longest running television program para lang po sa ating mga magdalagan. Kaya all aboard dito sa
Yan ang Marino. This portion is brought to you by GCash. Excited na ba kayo na marinig ang mga nasa Magna Carta for Seafarers? Mga kamarino, mas maganda ang may alam. Kaya naman po dito sa ating Yan ang Marino, hinihimay-himay talaga natin. Yung talagang naiintindihan nyo ang bawat probisyon hanggang sa makakaya namin ibibigay at ilalahad at ipapaalam po namin sa inyong lahat. Kaya naman, ngayong araw na ito, kasama pa rin natin ang Kabayan Party List, walang iba, kundi si Congressman Ron Salo. Kong, welcome back.
Maraming salamat muli sa pagkakataon at natutuwa naman ako na talagang hinihimay natin dito ang probisyon ng Magna Carta para higit na maintindihan ng mga seafarers po natin. Kagaya ng sinasabi po ninyo, may iba yung may alam.
Yes. Pero mga kamarino, tandaan po natin, wala pa tayong IRR or Implementing Rules and Regulations. Ibig sabihin, mula nung September 23, magbibigay po ng 90 days. Within 90 days, gagawa ho sila ng IRR. Ang ibig sabihin ng IRR ay Implementing Rules and Regulation, kung saan?
Ito yung mag-i-implement, quote-unquote, sapagkat ang IRR ay kakailanganin mo yan kapag medyo komplikado yung batas, mahaba. So kakailanganin mo at marami po yung mga mag-i-implement po nito. So kailangan po nating ma-identify which agencies of the government or departments of the governments ang mag-i-implement for specific provisions. Pero yung 90 days po na yan, hindi pa po nag-start po yan. Mag-i-start lang po yan from the time na may publish. So, doon magbibilang po ng 90 days.
I see. Alright. Siguro, ang magandang malaman natin, itong domestic naman. Meron din tayong, hindi lang ho pang international itong Magna Carta for Seafarers, ha? Kasama pa rin po ang mga domestic.
Sapagkat, tatandaan po natin, seafarer pa rin po sila.
Yes.
Whether or not, kasi by the name itself, Magna Carta Filipino Seafarers. So whether you're a domestic seafarer or you're an international seafarer, nakapaloob ka dito. Kasama ka po dito sa karapatan na pinag-uusapan po natin.
Okay, pag-usapan natin yung domestic. Ano naman ho ang mga karapatan? Ano nasa provision?
Siguro, ang isa sa mga pag-usapan po natin, yung naging reason kung bakit nila inupost nung una. Kasi yung domestic, sinama po natin, pero hindi nahimay. Halimbawa, yung isang item, particularly doon sa pagkakaroon po ng SEC, Standard Employment Contract. Kasi ang difference po ganito, Mare. Sa international seafaring, may Standard Employment Contract kasi ang pagsakay po nila, kontrata lang yan.
Per contract?
Per contract.
Oo.
So, maring on the average is 6 to 8 months. Or sometimes, humahaba, umabot ng 10 months. So, yung isang empleyado, quote-unquote, isang seafarer, he's a regular employee for that particular period that he or she has that particular contract.
Correct.
Ang difference, pagdating po sa domestic, hindi mo nakakailanganin yon. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na
Security of tenure.
security of tenure.
Yes.
Opo. Sa batas natin, sa domestic, pag umabot ka ng 6 months and lumagpas ka doon, you're automatically
regular ka na.
Ayan. So, yun yung difference. Ang naging concern po nila, yung mga standards na ini-implement po ng Marina sa ngayon. Ang of course, magkaiba po yung standards na ini-implement ng Marina pagdating sa international ships. Kasi iba yung capacity niyan, iba yung laki po niyan, yung haba ng voyage, magkaiba. Yung risks na tinatahak din ng pang-international, magkaiba rin. So yung standards mas mataas. Pagdating po sa domestic, syempre ito yung mga mas maliit na mga vessels. So isa sa mga naging concern at the time, may nire-require po kasi ang international standards pagdating po sa build ng ship. How will you build the ship? And what would be the amenities in that particular ship? Ang requirement po sa pang-international, dapat merong kang pag-iistayan na kwarto ng mga seafarers. May recreation facilities, accommodation. So ang tanong nila that time, kaming mga domestic, malilit lang po yung ship namin at ilang oras lang yung biyahe namin. Kailangan pa ba namin na magkaroon po ng accommodation?
Oo
para
nga
sa mga
naman, kasi wala na
naging
raw silang
concern nyo?
lugar.
So,
Oo.
particularly para sa mga passenger ships. So, kung maglalagay kami ng accommodation para dun sa seafarer, mababawasan yung capacity ng ship. Pag nabawasan yung capacity ng ship, i-add on namin ngayon dun sa mga pasahero. So,
tataas ang pamasahe ng bawat pasahero.
Opo.
So, ano ang naging konklusyon nyo dito?
So, inayos po natin yon. Ang sinabi po natin sa Marina ay mag-come up siya ng appropriate guidelines. Hindi nila kailangang kopyahin yung guidelines.
Kasi magkaiba nga naman ang
dahil magkaiba yung
international.
sitwasyon.
Okay, ang mga seafarers nating Pilipino dito, sila ba ay binibigyan din ng seafarers book katulad ng mga nasa international?
Yun ang wala pa.
Yun.
So, yun ang isa sa pwedeng mag-come up ng guidelines ang Marina para masigurado rin natin na ma-professionalize yung domestic shipping natin.
Oo, para hindi lang, sige, sakay ka na. Pero wala ka naman pala naging proper training.
Tama po kayo dyan.
Oo.
So, isa yan sa in-address din po natin dito. At napakaganda nung mga provision dito sa Magna Carta kasi nagkikreate din po tayo dito in support of our domestic shipping industry. Ang binabanggit din po natin dito, pwede mag-create ng domestic seafaring degree. Ito yung hindi nila nakikita ng mga mga members ng maritime higher education institutions na pwede rin sila mag-offer ngayon ng domestic maritime degrees.
Yung mga hindi kaya ng pang-international, eto na ho ang pagkakataon nyo. At least localize natin, pero nile-level up natin yung ating mga seafarers dito. Alam nyo naman kung dati. Dati nga, nung bago international, tawag nila, tik-tik kalawang lang, sakay ka na ng barko.
Opo.
International ka na. Pero na-professionalize natin
Yes.
yon, na-upgrade natin yon. So, pag hindi tayo nag-a-upgrade ng sarili, tayo nagiging kawawa eh.
Kasi ngayon, bakit medyo mababa, quote-unquote, sa domestic? Kasi kadalasan,
This portion was brought to you by GCash. Welcome to the Philippine Trade Training Center Global MSME Academy, your next training and events destination. Step into our inviting space where innovation thrives and connections are made. We are Philippine Trade Training Center Global MSME Academy, your gateway to exceptional events and transformative training experiences. Contact us today to elevate your next event or training session. Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific continues to sail forward with modern facility, active cadet sponsorships, advanced education and trainings. And as the premier maritime academy in the country, be a future world-class marine officers. Be at MAAP, ensuring excellence at sea at all times. Ang bawat bayaning Pilipinong magdaragat, may kaagapay, may kaibigan, may kakampi, may kasangga, may kabalikat. ang iyong Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Kasama mo sa tunay na malasakit dahil AMOSUP cares. This portion is brought to you by SM Supermall.
Kasi ngayon, bakit medyo mababa, quote-unquote, sa domestic? Kasi kadalasan, ito yung mga high school graduate. Hindi natin nilalang. Pero, ang point is, hindi sila dumaan doon sa proseso talaga. Kadalasan po sa kanila ay natuto na lang. Tinuruan po doon kasi yun yung kinagawian. So, may isang seafarer doon. Anyway, domestic naman ito. The regulations are not high. So, punta ka na rito, turuan kita, o kaya ikaw yung kung ano nung mga tagahila ka ng lubid, di ba?
Pero delikado yun.
Yes.
Kasi hawak nyo pa rin po ang buhay ng bawat isang individual na nakasakay.
Kasama yung buhay nila.
Kasama buhay
Oo.
nyo.
Kaya sinasabi po natin, mag-create ng domestic shipping, tawag doon, domestic maritime degrees to support the domestic shipping industry. Sa ngayon, on the average, minimum na around 40,000 ang domestic seafarers natin. At lalaki pa yan kung ma-professionalize natin.
Correct.
Kasi magkakaroon sila ng opportunities ngayon. Mas matututos po sila ng tama. Matitrain po sila ng tama. And dito nga sa provision ngayon, may ladderized. Pwede po, yan, domestic degree, yung kinuha mo, seafaring industry, pero pwede mong taasan po yan later on, na magiging pang-international din. Depende po doon sa experience na na-create mo.
Correct.
Number two, we're also creating opportunities para doon sa mga seafarers natin pang-international, pero nagsawa na po sila. Pero ngayon, kung mapo-professionalize din natin yan, magkakaroon sila ng opportunity ngayon in the domestic industry. At yung kaalaman pa po nila na nakuha po doon, ito yung tinatawag po natin na brain gain. Di ba? For the longest time, pinag-uusapan palagi natin, nagkakaroon ng brain drain kasi umalis yung mga Pilipino nag-abroad. Pero dito, makakaroon ka ng actual na brain gain. Kasi yung natutunan po nila doon sa shipping industry international, pwede nila nang madala ngayon doon sa domestic shipping industry natin.
Correct. At di lang yan, mahalay nyo, mismo within the Philippines, ang daming cruise pwedeng mangyari.
Tama.
At pwede silang sumakay doon. At pwedeng investors would come here to create a huge cruise line within this area, dito sa atin, di ba? Hindi kailangan pumunta ng ibang bansa. That's very true. I'm sure may mga umu-oppose dyan dahil natatakot sila for change. Natatakot silang gumastos ng malaki. Pero kung hindi tayo mag-i-improve, lagi na lang tayong nasa ibaba. Lagi tayong walang alam. Lagi tayong pwedeng, isahan. Hindi ba? Sa totoo lang. Kaya nga ako magandang may alam, magandang mag-aral, magandang mag-level up. Ako, gusto ko yan para sa ating mga Filipino seafarers domestic.
Opo,
Diba?
tama po kayo doon. But at the same time, tatandaan po natin, kapag na-develop din yung domestic shipping industry natin, we're not only developing the seafarers, quote-unquote, we develop the whole ecosystem ng business sa Pilipinas.
That's true.
So, we hope na ito yung angkla natin, habang ini-improve po natin ang kapasidad, kapakanan, at kaalaman ng mga mga seafarers po natin, both the domestic and the international, later on, magkakaskade din po yan. Alam po ninyo, doon sa mga kausap po natin, even in Norway, na isa po yan sa tinasabi po nila na pinakamalakas na maritime industry, Norway. Ang malakas actually din nila yung domestic. At ang aim po natin din, yung mga seafarers natin mag-level up din. Kadalasan po kasi, ito panghuli siguro, share ko na po sa inyo, ang mindset po ng mga kababayan po natin, parang employment opportunities din. Di ba? Ako, mag-employee ako. Ang tingin po nila, the highest that they can achieve is becoming captain in a ship.
Yes.
Yun yung traditional na pananaw. Pero ako nagsasabi, dapat taasan pa natin yung
Aspiration
aim natin,
or dream.
aspiration mo,
Oo.
yung dream mo. More than that, pwede kang magkaroon ng opportunity rin doon becoming an executive in the shipping industry. So
got
kung
it.
ikaw yung nagde-decide, sino ang pipiliin mo? You would prefer your fellow Filipino. So yun yung sinasabi po natin. Taasan natin yung aspiration po natin. Tapos na yung panahon na iniisip natin palagi, ay, dapat
Hanggang dito lang ako.
yun.
Oo.
Hindi. May opportunity na bukas po yan sa mga Pilipino kung aayusin lang po natin. Malay din po natin after nila. Marami po, for example, yung binabanggit ko sa Norway, marami po sa kanila are ship owners themselves. Nag-umpisa sila seafarer, pero later on, nagtayo sila, nagkaroon po sila ng sarili nilang ship. Na yun ang aspiration din po natin. After ninyo maging seafarer international, gusto nyo bumalik sa Pilipinas, maging ship owner kayo.
Tama.
Then you operate your own ships.
Why
in the
not?
Philippines. Why not?
Yes,
Di ba?
that's true.
And you
That's
create
very true.
and give greater opportunities not only for yourselves but for our fellow Filipinos.
Yan sinasabi natin. Iba ang Pilipino, di ba? Dapat talagang open na tayo, di ba? Sa iba't ibang klaseng oportunidad para sa atin. At hindi lang maging employee, kundi malay nyo kayo ang maging employer in the future, di ba? Ang dami natin natututunan. Anyhow, meron pa rin ho tayong ganitong klase mga pag-uusap. Kasama pa rin natin si Congressman Ron Salo ng Kabayan Party List. So hanggang sa susunod na linggo, mga kamarino, muli ako ang inyong Mare ng Bayan, Mare Yao, at
Ako po si Congressman Ron Salo ng Kabayan Party List at patuloy na nagpapasalamat sa oportunidad na ibinigay po ninyo sa akin.
this portion was brought to you by SM Supermall. Magandang balita para sa mga pamilyang Pilipino na may mga kamag-anak abroad. Handa ka na bang ipagdiwang ang Kabayan Day? Bisitahin ang pinakamalapit na SM tuwing unang Martes ng buwan at huwag kalimutan dalhin ang iyong BDO Kabayan Savings ATM card, passbook, or isang validated remittance payment slip upang magamit ang mga discount. Para sa karagdagang detalye, bisitahin ang www.bdo.com.ph or i-like at i-follow ang BDO Kabayan Facebook page. Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific continues to sail forward with modern facility, active cadet sponsorships, advanced education and trainings. And as the premier maritime academy in the country, be a future world-class marine officers. Be at MAAP, ensuring excellence at sea at all times. Ang bawat bayaning Pilipinong magdaragat, may kaagapay, may kaibigan, may kakampi, may kasangga, may kabalikat. Ang iyong Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Kasama mo sa tunay na malasakit dahil AMUSUP cares. This portion is brought to you by GCash. There is an epitome of dedication and service and leadership, that would be him. If there is a man of substance, class with strong expertise, that would also be him. And if there is a perfect example of valor and passion for his craft, that would definitely be him. And I am honored and proud to say that he is my partner, our partner here in Yanang Marino, Vice Admiral Eduardo Maar Santos. Vice Admiral Santos is a great father of two to Mrs. Lil Santos. Apart from serving the Philippine Navy for 33 years and was the 23rd Chief Navy of the Philippines from year 1996 to 1999, Vice Admiral Santos is also notable for being a skilled fixed-wing pilot, a golf aficionado, a scuba diver, and an expert combat pistol shooter. But little did we know that the man in front and behind the camera, who excitedly greets us every Saturday, is a living legend and a treasure of our country. A graduate of the Philippine Military Academy in 1966, Vice Admiral Eduardo Santos earned his Master of Science in Computer Systems Management at the U.S. Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey, California, USA. After having finished both his secondary education and Master of Business Administration in Ateneo de Manila University, he had also attended the Naval Command course at the U.S. Naval War College, Newport, Rhode Island, USA in 1993. His finished courses and built experiences on previous military roles and public governance mark as an evidences that Vice Admiral Eduardo Santos has a big heart for learning. So apart from his strategic leadership in the Navy, Vice Admiral Santos is also an advocate and vying for a quality education for future seafarers of the world. The Chief of Naval Intelligence of the Philippine Navy from 1994 to 1996 is the first and the current president of the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific, the leading maritime academy in the country and all over Asia. Under Vice Admiral Eduardo Santos' dynamic administration, MAAP has received over 60 awards and recognitions from prestigious award-giving bodies and institutions, both locally and internationally. With Vice Admiral's competent governance to the Academy, MAAP has been continuing to develop and produce officers for the World Merchant Marine Fleet. Vice Admiral Santos is also quoted for being responsible for the initial modernization of the Philippine fleet, with the acquisition of the 3 British patrol ships stationed in Hong Kong, as well as the production of locally manufactured aluminum patrol gunboats. He likewise served as Vice Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and in the Philippine Coast Guard as Commander of the 5th Guard District in the year 1989 to 1990. Undeniably, Vice Admiral Eduardo Santos is a military man of substance, earning a string of awards brought by his rendered public service, having 2 Philippine Legion of Honor medals and 5 Distinguished Service Stars, recognizing him with an Outstanding Achievement Medal, 2 Distinguished Navy Crosses, and 14 Military Merit Medals. But behind the prestigious and sensitive positions he held, he stayed anchored. Behind the primness, proper posture, and snappy salutes he has always been showing to us, he is a person who sweetly smiles, who laughs hard, who cracks jokes, who can lighten everyone's mood, and who has a gentle heart. Currently, the man who has shown his remarkable service in and for the country is the President of Bagong Bayani Foundation, Inc., the President of the Nautical Institute Philippine Chapter, the President of the Institute of Maritime Engineering, Science and Technology Philippine Chapter, Vice Chairman of the Global Maritime Education and Training, the Executive Vice President of the largest Seamen's Union in the country, the Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines.
Happiest birthday to one of the pillars of the maritime industry in the Philippines, Vice Admiral Eduardo Mar Santos, sir. Way back 2009, you advised our class, the Arcadians class of 2013, to take one day at a time. Fast forward to 2024, I am still following that advice. Your advice has led me to where I am today. Your advice has made me to be the very first transgender who acquired a chief engineer license here in the Philippines, if not in the world. Sir, I would like you to know that you are one of my inspirations and you are part of all my achievements. May you continue to be the epitome of a true leader of the 7 bases. Greetings from your Diyosa Maquinista.
Happy birthday, Vice Admiral Santos, from Master
And Chief Engineer
of MB Frontier Youth.
Happy birthday, Vice Admiral Santos from MB Frontier Youth!
Happy birthday, Vice Admiral from Andy's CPA Department. Hey!
Happy birthday, Vice Admiral! More birthdays to celebrate from Legal Department. Yahoo!
Happy birthday, Vice Admiral Santos. We love you from Billing Department. good health and keep safe always. From Maap Satellite Office. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Vice Ad, from Provident Fan Family.
Happy na birthday mo pa. Happy na birthday mo pa. Happy birthday, Vice Admiral. Happy birthday po.
Hindi.
Mali.
But for now. Oh, sige.
Ang kauna-unahan at
At
pinakamahabang. Ito. Cut natin.
At para naman mga kamarino,
Ikaw muna, Admiral.
ay ikaw pa muna. Sorry, akala ko game. Patapos na eh.
This portion was brought to you by GCAT. Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific continues to sail forward with modern facility, active cadet sponsorships, advanced education and trainings. And as the premier maritime academy in the country, be a future world-class marine officers. Be at MAAP, ensuring excellence at sea at all times. Ang bawat bayaning Pilipinong magdaragat, may kaagapay, may kaibigan, may kakampi, may kasangga, may kabalikat. Ang iyong Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Kasama mo sa tunay na malasakit. Dahil Ambosub cares. O ayun o, nadagdagan na naman ang ating kaalaman, hindi ba? Salamat po sa ating naging panauhin. Walang iba kundi si ASEC Glenn Peñaranda ng Department of Trade and Industry.
Yes.
O Admiral, daming opportunities na binibigay ng gobyerno.
Oo, dapat mga kamarino at inyong mga dependents, takbo na! Let's grab this opportunity kasi sayang din po yan.
Correct.
Ito'y para sa kinabukasan.
At syempre, kung binibigay na sa atin, tayo, tumanggap naman tayo, di ba?
Yeah.
Para sabihin natin talagang may nagagawa naman ng gobyerno para sa atin, di ba? Yon. At kung na-miss niyo po ang episodes natin, sa mga past few episodes at ngayon, wag ho kayo mag-alala ha, dahil maaari niyo pa rin pong mapanood ang aming mga past episodes.
Siyempre, bisitahin lang po ang Facebook page ng Yan ang Marino at ang YouTube account.
Yan. At syempre, magsama-sama pa rin tayo next week, ha?
Yes.
Dahil marami pa rin kaming in-store para sa inyo mula current affairs, inspiring stories, at syempre, mga dagdag kaalaman, pati na rin ang pangnegosyo. Kaya hanggang susunod na Sabado,
But for now, anchors away.
bye everyone!
Bye-bye.